Welcome to the Free Truth Show on tnsradio.ning.com and on Ustream TV, Free Truth. My name is Patrick Lynch. I'll be your host this evening, and we're going to have a guest, Piers Corbyn. Piers Corbyn is an astrophysicist and is an outspoken global warming exposer, and we're going to start the show now. Welcome to the Free Truth Show on tnsradio.ning.com. We are live. My name is Patrick Lynch. I'm your host this evening, and we'll be guiding you through the buffeting waves of the New World Order. And we have a special guest this evening. We have Mr. Piers Corbyn, who is an astrophysicist, an outspoken global warming skeptic and exposer of the global warming scam. He has also produced a technology where he can forecast the weather many years ahead using the sun, and it's very effective. So we'll be speaking to him in a few minutes. We'll take some questions from the chat box. We're going to speak to him for about half an hour. He said he can speak for a half an hour or maybe a little bit more, and then we'll take questions from the chat box. So you can bombard me then, and not before, please. And because Vince has to paste them over. So it's been a funny old week. In my town, I've never seen a fun fair on the beach. There's a massive air show this weekend, and I've seen a Lancaster bomber flying around my house today. And yeah, it's a pretty big show. About 1 million people expected to sort of descend on the beaches of Bournemouth, 7 miles of golden sands. And I'm just wondering, they've been spraying all summer chemtrails, polymers, barium, aluminium, and lots of Morgellons disease kind of stuff. And I'm just wondering if they're gonna actually spray this weekend. Whether the Luftwaffe have any orders not to spray the Bournemouth area, because we got a lot of people coming and it's a lot of money, or it could be an ideal opportunity for the New World Order to give everybody a nice little double dose of chemtrails while they're all wriggling around on the beach. You see, the useless eaters we are. So anyway, it'll be a nice weekend, I'm sure. I'm going to give a brief introduction for Piers Corbyn before we get him online here. Piers Corbyn is an astrophysicist. He is the originator of a revolutionary and highly successful solar weather technique, SWT, of long-range forecasting, and founder of Weather Action Long-Range Forecasters. You can see his website at weatheraction.com. He totally rejects the CO2-based theory of global warming and climate change, and has shown that existing published scientific researches demonstrate there is no evidence for the CO2-based theory, only evidence against. Recently, he, along with other scientists, have directly challenged the United Nations Climate Committee, the IPCC, to admit that the CO2-centered theory has failed. This is one of his letters that he wrote to the newspapers. Sirs, the King's North Power Station judgment, whereby criminal damage to energy infrastructure is legitimised in the name of campaigning against climate change, must be subject to retrial or appeal, which can expose the falsity of the new green religion on which the judgment relies. The decision is a victory for brainwashing for the baseless ideology that every notable weather event is presented as driven by man-made CO2 global warming and consequent climate change. Excuse me. Whatever seemed apparent 10 years ago, the facts are world temperatures have been falling for 10 years while CO2 is rapidly rising. The Arctic was more melted than present from 10,000 to 1,000 years ago, when there was much less CO2, and there is no evidence that CO2 does or ever will drive temperatures or climate. Indeed, the relation is no more the other way round. Oil companies, check their websites, And governments love global warming hysteria because it enables them to profit from rising energy prices, carbon fixing, trading and green taxes. The problem now is that daily brainwashing by media and experts on the green gravy train is so much past a tipping point that action from green zealots threatens law and order and energy infrastructure. In July, an international group of 13 independent scientists wrote to the UN Climate Committee IPCC asking for evidence that CO2 drives world temperatures and climate. They have also ignored, just as Tim Yeo MP, chair of the Commons Environment Audit Committee, is also unable to answer the question. Open government is now sacrificed to the new green religion. To help readers prepare for the next deluge of climate hype, note that Britain and Ireland will suffer a series of major damaging deluges and floods during the period 15th to the 28th of September, and these were forecast by Weather Action using solar activity 7 months ago. Green zealots will doubtless claim these events confirm their beliefs, but will pause to ask how many more very wet summers, these are not in the script, must we suffer before the truth emerges. It's my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Piers Corbyn to the Free Truth Show. How are you, sir? Are you with us? He will be now.
Good action.
Hello, Mr. Corbyn. Welcome to the Free Truth Show.
Hi. Greetings.
Greetings indeed. I've just read out your letter, actually, your letter to the newspapers. You don't.
Okay.
You certainly don't. You don't hold back at all with your views. I saw you on RT television, and
Yeah.
that's actually the first time. I must admit, I am sorry, but that's actually the first time I saw you. But I thought, who is this guy?
Okay.
You know, this man needs to be the Prime Minister. You know, Mr. Common Sense. Mr. Common Sense. Now you're an astrophysicist. You've been.
That's correct. I am. Yeah.
You're an astrophysicist, and your work, I've been checking it out, and the website weatheraction.com. It's superb work you've been doing. At not only with your own work with forecasting, which is excellent. You forecast the weather many years ahead, and apparently we've always been able to do that. But you've also been on the trail of these carbon criminals for a long time. My first question, actually, you asked. I was watching your part of your conference in London there, and you asked a number of these organisations to come to your conference at Imperial College London to give
That's right.
to give scientific observational evidence that CO2 drives temperatures and climate. Well, you had to show the audience the empty chair. I thought that was a nice touch. And you asked on TV. You asked Greenpeace and the campaign against climate change, and nobody has come. And they claim that they want debate. So they didn't show.
Well, of course, yes, they wouldn't show, would they? Because they haven't actually got anything to say. All they want to do, when they talk about debate, what they mean is they want to have audiences to scare. And we actually do want scientific debate. We invite them to our events, but they do not invite us to their events. The problem they have, of course, is there's no scientific evidence for what they claim. If you look at all the historical records over the last 1,000 years, 10,000 years, or even 600 million years, you see that there's no evidence that carbon dioxide causes anything.
Right.
What in fact happens is that and on occasions, especially when it gets warmer after an ice age, the temperatures control the carbon dioxide levels because they can control the sea surface temperatures, and when the sea is warmed up, it won't absorb carbon dioxide so well. In fact, it emits it.